in generally the mandala have a tremendous meaning there. There are meaning of the philosophy meaning, and also meaning of the psychologists, and or we will say science of mind, and also there are meaning of the spirituality. And normally when we say the mandala represents a divine palace. When we say the mandala of Medicine Buddha, so this mandalas is the home of the Medicine Buddha. But not just as a home, but it has a tremendous significance about the medicines. And here in the design, the colors and some of the dots represents herbs for healing, for physical healings, and more so mental healings. Mental healing does not mean to, there are many definitions of mental healings, but overall is as like a Buddha's teaching, the main Buddha's teaching, the Four Noble Truths. Truth of suffering, truth of causes the suffering, truth of path, truth of cessations. So how I sing as a mandalas are really based on the Four Noble Truths. So here in the Medicine Buddha mandala, explaining about these Four Noble Truths, and also the Two Truths. So, and the color case, for example, that the five elements, the earth, water, fire, air, and space. That's the basic meaning of the color in the mandala. Generally the mandala, and especially here in Medicine Buddha mandala. And also we saying this, we said, there's written in the book, whoever sees the mandala, it brings a tremendous message for them in either this life or the future life, to bring the seeds of peace. So therefore in during this week, and so many students in coming around the mandala and looking at it and asking the question, and many of them just looking at the tears, and reason these students who just walk in and get the tears, and I'm sure something going on in their mind and something impact in their life. So I hope this mandala, only not this week, but hopefully somehow bring the peace and harmonious and better future of Colombia and Colombians. As like you people are such a very beautiful people, and so much culture, great food, and so whatever we're politically going through at the moment, economically, politically, I hope and pray to be solve the problem and have a great nation. Not only Colombia, but entire Latin America. There's so much resources and such a genuine people, beautiful people, but yet I know, and a lot of difficulties have been gone through, and so many millions of people die because of conflicts. And while I was in here this week, I've been sitting down with the students, and they're sharing about difficulty in a country in here in Colombia, economically difficult and conflicts. So my hope and prayer for this mandala to bring some kind of small contribution for bringing the peace and also understanding to each other. And I also said to so many students in here, and you, the younger generation, are the resources for build a better country. You are sharing me about the problem in here in Colombia, and you are Colombian, and you are going to this university. So this is your responsible. My prayer, or it's only Dalai Lama's prayer, is a prayer, but you make this happen. So therefore, your generation is such an important to build a better country. In His Holiness Dalai Lama always saying we need to educate the people, because due to our ignorance, due to our anger, and due to our ego, and have so much problem we had in this world, and we're having at the moment the war and conflicts. So we each one globally have a responsible how to be educated, and the war is not the answer to solve the problem, because the war creates more war. But so today, unfortunately, even though we are 21st century, we have been gone through so much war and killing in 20th century, and now we are in 21st centuries. So our hope will be more peaceful in the 21st century, but so much conflicts. Each nation's spending more and more money to making more weapons, rather than helping for the poor people, for the education. So when I'm listening to some of the news in all over the world now, the first priority is making more weapons. The more weapons. That's so sad. So therefore, that's really happening. But so the thing is, we as a people, if there's a war, who are the suffering and suffer? We're ordinary people. We're ordinary people are suffering. In Ukraine, the who are suffering is the ordinary people. So anywhere, if there's a war and conflicts, we ordinary are suffering. We as a Tibetan, when 1959, when the Chinese military came to Tibet in 1949 and took our country in 1959, who were the sufferers? So we the people. We lost our family, we lost, not only we lost our land, but we lost so many things. So I know it's so sad, and so sad to be hearing. And for example, when I came first time in Bogota, when in the country have a lot of more problem than today for the guerrillas and fights and the drugs. But when I landed in Bogota and I look at the city of Bogota, I said, wow, this is a beautiful city. Wow, it's just like could not believe, and this is happening in your country. And I was so grateful to came to Bogota in Colombia, and I was so grateful to this trip organized by Yamantaka Centro. Deeply thank for all the members and Geshe-las, and also founder of the Yamantaka, and Lama Sopa-Rinpoche, and Lama Yeshe, and mainly the blessing by His Holiness Dalai Lama,